We're probably going to have to goof around for a couple minutes, but...
Goofing right along.
Internet.
So, how's everybody tonight?
Good.
Long time coming. Been a month.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I'm excited for this one. I think this one's going to be more role-playing than encounters. So, we might end up ending a bit early, but I don't think anybody's going to be upset at that, are they?
Yes.
Nope.
Well, one clear yes, one clear no. Okay.
Dude, I work in the morning at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be sad if we end a little early.
Okay, so last we left our heroes. I believe we're up on stream, right?
Yes, we are now up.
Okay. So last we left our intrepid heroes, you guys had faced, for the first time, at least most of you faced shadows. Managed to keep it together for the most part, but you decided to camp outside of the town. I don't know why you wouldn't want to stay in the houses that were very clearly there, but...
The piles of viscera, just move them to the side. It's okay.
Yeah, you'll be fine. I mean, hell, you got to cut some people open and sleep inside of them if you want to survive, right? Like, this is how it works.
No.
People are not tauntauns. So, through the night, you guys do not get a whole lot of sleep. It's just too fresh on your mind, but you do get enough sleep.
During the night, can I do something?
Sure.
Okay. I would like to try to sneak to that temple.
Oh, the temple of Freldnon.
Yes.
The little shrine?
Yes.
Okay, roll me stealth.
Okay. Let me bring up my character sheet and check on that. What is my stealth, actually? Okay, I got a +2.
So, who would be on shift at that point? I'm assuming that you guards are doing guard duty.
Probably me. I need some of the least amount of sleep.
So do I.
And, you know,
Let the elves do it.
that dark vision.
So,
I sleep like a log.
do I just click on the skill?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Okay. So we'll say Lexi and John are on guard duty that night, unless you want to try and do it when you're on duty, Josh.
I would prefer that, since
Okay.
I think I would take one of the later / earlier in the morning shifts.
Okay. So decide amongst yourselves who wants to make the roll. Perception.
No.
I'll do it.
I'm really bad at perception.
So you're trying to sneak past the drow who has advantage in night perception.
Ah, so close.
All right. So tell me how this plays out, then.
Okay.
I want to sneak up on him.
How long are you going to wait to do this?
Well, if you're going to sneak up on him, you'll need to make a stealth check.
Yeah, let's see how this goes.
In heavy armor.
Oh,
So,
listen check for me?
yes, perception.
Oh, perception. I got nothing in that. This should be interesting.
Here we go. Straight roll 20.
Ah! We're just dancing around each other with 13s and 10s.
So, Josh, as far as Othrix knows, he managed to slip away from guard duty for a few moments. What kind of excuse would you give to, if you would try and give an excuse to Varis to slip away for a moment?
I need
It's up to you how you want to do this.
Okay. I would say I need to relieve myself. So.
All right.
Okay, well, I'm gonna make my way as I think fairly stealthily to the temple. And as I'm there, I'm just gonna kind of, before going inside, you see me draw something kind of small, palm sizes from my robe, and I kind of hold it out in front of me. Does it do anything, Sarge?
No, it doesn't.
Okay. Then I just kind of, you see me sigh a little bit, and I turn around and I start heading back to the camp.
So,
Go ahead.
Varis, how would you like to surprise him? What gave him away?
I'm not sure what would give him away. I'm thinking some combination of it doesn't take that long type deal.
Yeah.
As he leaves the temple, I want to cast Dancing Lights and just spotlight the fuck out of him.
Oh, God.
No, officer, no, I'm not, I'm just out. I'm just out walking.
Okay, you... what are my spells?
Oh, God.
Okay, so you're just gonna shine bright lights in my face, is that it?
No, I'm going to have them backlight you, more or less. Just
Okay.
all of a sudden, you're surrounded by dancing lights. They're darting in and out of your face, and...
Okay, I just kind of go down in a semi-crouch, and you start seeing... You see my cheeks fill up with something, like...
Oh, Jesus. Varis?
I'm gonna duck down. Get behind something. He doesn't know where I am.
I'm standing there waiting for something.
So, I'm just gonna shout out. So, what you doing in the temple, mister? I had to take a leak.
He swallows.
Sure hope you're not pissing on the relics.
Those belong in a latrine! Sorry. I thought I heard something.
You did. It was me following you. What you doing in the temple, buddy?
By the way, John, I think you got a slight echo.
Yeah, from Lexi's headset. If
Okay.
she mutes me, it shouldn't be a problem. Actually, no, we're up in the same area, so...
Okay.
I can mute him.
Okay.
Oh,
You can switch to push to talk. That would solve it too.
Yeah, if Lexi switches to push to talk, that ought to solve the problem, because I'm just kind of loud by nature.
Yes. Yes, you are.
Oh, fuck off.
that's great. How the fuck do I do that?
You push
Push the
the
gear.
button.
No, I meant she says, I think she's asking how to set it up.
Yeah, push the gear
I'm
at the
just
bottom
giving a
next to
hard
your name,
time.
and go to voice, and then there should be a button that says push to talk.
Are we good?
What's your push to talk button?
Okay, there. Well, whatever that is, it worked.
No, that was her coming through John.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
her coming through John's
Hang on a
speakers.
Technical
I'm so
difficulties.
confused.
I love it.
There's like a little box somewhere in that same section that asks you which button you want to set as your push to talk.
All right,
Oh,
we
there's
should be
no
all good now.
keybind. There's no keybind.
Yeah, there was
set.
no keybind set, so I had to get her through that. Okay, so
Lexi, can you just test it real quick?
Can you hear me?
Fantastic.
Yes.
Fucking great.
and I'm not echoing. 'Cause
Yay!
Someone thinks I'm a little loud.
Someone, all of us.
Oh, snap.
Okay, and back to the story.
So, Othrix is raiding, quote unquote, the temple.
I technically have not stepped foot in the temple, thank you.
I said after you were coming out. I'm pretty sure you stepped inside, seeing as I caught you walking out of it.
Mm-hmm. You did say that.
Ah, shit. I was checking something.
And that something would be...
I was checking to see if there are any magical artifacts that pertain to my field of study.
So you were looting.
No.
It's only looting if you take something.
Thank you, voice from the heavens.
So you didn't find anything then?
No, I did not. I always like to check places of religious significance around the island because they often contain more than their fair share.
And if you had found something?
Then I would satisfy my intellectual curiosity.
Uh-huh. Can I roll to see if he's lying?
Yeah, sure. Judge intention. No, insight. That's the word.
Do I guess I roll deception.
Yes, you would.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck, I'm probably going to believe it. I rolled a 1.
I got a +6 in deception. This is going to be fun.
God. Come on. Yeah.
What the hell?
Even if he rolled a 1, he still would have won.
Yep.
Come on,
Yep.
like -7. Alright. Good enough for me. Just don't lie about it next time. I'm supposed to apparently trust you, so lying to me, not a great way to start off tonight.
I completely understand. I will get back to my watch.
Mm-hmm. Lucky I was awake. We could have all had our throats slit in the night while you were off satisfying your curiosity.
Yes.
And you come back and everybody has their throat slit because you guys left.
Well, that was a fun campaign, guys.
Good campaign, guys. Let's wrap it up.
And now the paladin murks the Sork just to make it complete.
Yep. So, all right. So you guys go back. Does anybody else want to try anything overnight?
Should we roll perception checks during watch?
You can.
I would like to do that.
I probably should do that as well.
I was just thinking, if we're on watch, we should probably actually watch out for stuff.
Wow, where was that roll a minute ago?
Yeah, right.
Nope.
15-6. Everybody roll me perception. For your various watches.
I have not rolled above 10 for the last 5 rolls. This is getting annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fucking Hallis making me look like a chump.
Okay. Well, Othrix, you are actually pretty embarrassed about being caught. So you're mostly focusing on Varis, trying to make sure that he, doesn't get one over on you again. So you don't really notice a lot. Varis, we'll do Athalia. You just kind of notice it's quiet. Like there's nothing really going on. You can hear everybody in the room. I'm sorry, in the camp very clearly. There's almost no muffling, and you're pretty sure somebody's snoring. You just don't know who. Yeah, one of those. Yeah. Varis upward. So Varis, Bia, Hallis, you guys start kind of piecing together. Like you knew it was quiet on the way in. You just didn't get a sense of how quiet. And now that you've basically spent 8 hours sleeping in a dark forest, it's downright creepy. There's no animals. There's no noises. There's no insects. There's nothing. It is a dead, flat quiet, and the only light that you guys have is from the embers of the campfire. It is 100% isolated. Little creepy, offsetting. Except for Varis, who's used to this. Because he's a drow and lives underground. If anything, Varis, it's actually a little bit more comforting to you. This is what you're used to. It's almost like there's not that big, giant death
Except
ball
for
in
the
the sky.
stars in the sky.
Yeah.
Just imagine their glowworms, and you're good.
Or crystals.
Yeah.
You probably get away with that. Okay, so the night comes and goes without much issue. Again, it's just creepy. That's all it is. You guys have no problem staying awake for your watch because you're paranoid as fuck. Even like a rock could drop and you'd hear it from 500 feet away. Like it feels like an echo chamber. So when you all get up, it's not exactly the most restful sleep that you had, but you did get sleep. How do you guys want to progress? Because you have this letter now, the first hand account, the only account of an ashfall that has occurred in the last 3 years, and you're tasked with getting it back. How would you like to proceed to do that?
Well, we probably should go back to see, what's his face?
Lord Drak.
Lord Drak, thank you. I have it written down. Yay. But also, I think we might want to follow up on the Kalim, the god Kalim, because it seems that these shadows have been going after their followers rather vehemently. If both the letter and the guy in the fountain are any indication.
I might suggest if any of us are good at sketching, we take an image of this dead dude's face, or we just take the whole dead dude with us, on the off chance that he might be the same guy from the letter. You never know.
I vote for taking the whole dead dude.
That is going to stink up the back of the wagon.
I would like to look around town to see if there's somebody with a pickle barrel.
Oh my god.
All I have to say is you're carrying a giant.
No problem.
Oh god.
Pickling a dude. Oh my god. Okay.
We just toss him under the cart.
I am not a part of this. I will not be a part of this. I will be over by the cart.
GM timeout for a moment. You guys did come via teleportation ring, just so you know.
No, we
you
came
have a
via
trip back.
No, we came via a
Yeah,
cart.
but we do have a cart.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
the
would
wagon
use
to Tri-Point.
Yes.
It's easier to go to Tri-Point than it is to drive to Stromness.
Let's sketch his face.
Does anybody have perform as far as art goes?
Oh shoot.
Does anybody have any sketching materials?
I have paper and quill. And
Same for me.
All right. Do you two? Would you two like to cooperate on it? Because the guy on the fountain is not the gentleman who had the letter.
No.
The guy in the fountain is a dead person.
Yeah, I thought we were talking about the guy we found in the closet or in the room. Is that who?
No, if you remember from the letter's description, they said that there was another dude who was a follower of that one guy that was in the center of the ashfall, untouched, frozen. I'm
Oh.
wondering if we can find out if this is the guy that was frozen, or if he was seen around there.
Oh, you're talking about the guy at the fountain is going to be the same if he is the same guy from the bubble.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot easier if we can get like an image or like a death mask off of him now before the flies get to him.
True.
Hence my pickle barrel idea.
How? Well.
I mean, we just need the head.
Yes, we do. I was about
for
to say that.
identification purposes.
Oh, that's going to be great. Go to the Lord General's office. Hey, we got this for you. Can you identify this guy?
It's like the wine or the alcohol from Zorro.
Does anybody else want to weigh in on this one?
I kind of just want to sketch his face and be done with it.
We're not mutilating a dead person.
Thank you.
Okay, and I was gonna take the whole thing. Thank you.
He deserves a proper burial. And
He'll
we'll take
get
back-
one after we take the body for identification purposes.
That's.
So I'm hearing 2 for and 2 against. Hallis, what do you think?
I think sketching him should be fine.
And the people with a moral compass have it.
No, I just don't want to cart around any part of a dead body.
The people with the moral compass have it.
Well, I mean, we could also try to find like some clay or dough or something
Nope.
and take a death mask if none of us are good at drawing.
I think
Find a Potter shack.
I think between the two of us we can sketch.
I was about to say, I think both of you guys can do a performance check, and if you want to assist, that'll give Lexi advantage.
Yep, and I have a +4 to performance, so charisma. All right, so roll for it. Actually, jeez. Yay.
Low again. 12. I think that's good enough. Let me double check.
Do you need me to roll again? You said.
No. I said that should be good enough. Just need to double check something real quick. Gareth, can you confirm for me? I'm grabbing the book.
For what?
Aid another action.
Oh, you just get advantage on the roll.
That's what I thought.
Oh,
Okay.
so roll again.
So, no, that would be Lexi.
Oh.
Because you're aiding another.
Oh, that's
So,
right.
Lexi, if you would like to make a performance check with advantage.
I can't perform. I don't have perform drawing.
That's all right. Perform is just your general what you would like to do. You have some talents. Everybody has at least a little bit. And with perform, you kind of get a general idea of how to do things. A specialty would just mean that you have, that is what you do.
Okay. So just roll a perform check.
Yep, with advantage.
And
Because you have Othrix peering over your shoulder too.
Othrix is used to sketching like ruins and artifacts.
There we go.
Holy crap!
So the three of you are watching both Othrix and Athalia kind of piece together how to do this. And with Othrix peering over her shoulder and the steady hand of Althea.
His nose
Athalia,
shouldn't be
sorry.
that big.
I was going to say that.
You guys are actually amazed that this is pretty much a lifelike representation. To the point, if you put it on a wanted poster, there would be people trying to look like the wanted poster
It's
in
Flynn
order to
Rider.
get the money.
I think you missed your calling.
Can I pay you for your services one day?
That's to you, Lexi.
Me next.
What services?
Well, drawing.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
What? No, nothing like no. It's just that your drawing. It was so impressive, and
I could just see his crest just puff up like an alarm, like, oh god, no, not those services, what?
Ghibli floof.
Chipley food. All right, so you guys do manage to get a fairly good representation of what this guy's face looks like. Not even fairly, like almost lifelike. What else would you like to do?
Well, we kind of did a good. Should we just do one last once over the town because, or did we do that thoroughly yesterday?
You did that pretty thoroughly before you
Okay.
set up camp.
Yeah, so I think we just.
Maybe we should take some of the bodies out of the elements so they don't get bird eaten.
Oh, that's true.
If you would like to handle the bodies, roll me medicine, please. Is that the thing? Hold on.
Yeah, there's medicine.
Okay. I know like 8 different systems, and all of them have different things.
Yeah, exactly. First aid, medicine, healing.
Yeah, I just listen to 4th edition games, and I still get 4th edition stuff stuck in my head.
Seriously.
I'm not touching those bodies.
Okay.
Birds need to eat.
I'm not.
Okay, so Bia, you know enough about taking care of your crew, specifically on longer voyages. So you do have a little bit of a head for medicine. But you, from what you know of the blight, you know it's probably not a good idea to handle bodies without some sort of alchemical mixture on your hands. There's suspicion that it's spread via contact. Nobody's really been able to test it because nobody wants to capture a blighted person and then experiment with shadows. So the running thought is you should have some sort of protection on your hands or skin when cleaning up. This might be a job better left for the purifiers, which there are some in Tri-Point. They were stationed out of there to hit Kietor. So you might be able to link up with them and let them know what happened.
Would we at least be able to like throw some clean sheets over them, or
Yeah, I'm sure you can find some.
so kind of like find some sheets, throw them over the bodies, and throw dirt around the edge of the sheet so I don't actually have to touch the corpse, but I can keep it from getting like bird pecked or.
Well,
fly
do
infested.
the animals tend to stay away from these, don't they?
Yeah,
There's
there's
not any animals in the vicinity anymore.
Yeah, they're
It's
not.
so quiet.
I think they're going to be fine, honestly, because I don't think any animals will touch them.
well, it could be a sign of
Kinda
respect as
feel
well.
bad.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
I just kind of feel bad leaving them out in the open.
They don't have feelings anymore. They're dead bodies.
Would anybody like to back me
Superstition.
up?
I will if it'll get us out of here faster.
I mean, just the ones that are outside. There's like, how many outside? Just the one? Maybe like.
There's a few of them.
Okay.
It's a small town,
Okay.
or like a village of like maybe 30 people.
Okay, it should be easy enough to go into the houses, grab some sheets, and drape them over.
Oh yeah.
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 So,
All right.
Okay, that's what we do.
Anybody wanna make religion checks?
I should probably make one of those.
I will too, since I have a really high stat in that.
Okay.
Even though I'm
Maybe
not
say a
religious.
prayer or something.
I'll try.
Okay, we're getting better. We're getting better. Good.
Oh, here we are. Wow, I actually.
Okay. Varis, how Bia's doing it as well? Okay. Bia, you're only really good at sea stuff, sea religion, at least putting people to rest. So you just kind of say a quick prayer to Goddess of the Sea. Crap.
That's not her name.
No, I know that's not her name, jerk.
Probably one to see the storms and nature.
Yep.
Just general.
Yeah, general praise up.
Oh, gods of this and that.
There you go. Varys, you
They're
are a lot.
me.
You're a lot better at it. You are, since you are kind of at least around the priests of Shadal and the Undercity, because you kind of live there because you help. You picked up a lot as far as like rites and stuff and how to send people on. Othrix, you're actually knowledgeable of a few, not just one, but a few of them. And you kind of go off of their ritual based off of what symbols they have in their house. Best you can do. You know, it's obviously not going to be perfect, but so
I've basically memorized the Lord's Prayer. That's about it.
Everybody take inspiration for me for that.
Okay, cool.
Because that's a good deed. You guys took some extra effort, so everybody can help with that. If you helped with it. Okay, how would you guys like to go from here? You probably spend the better part of like 3 hours finding, praying, making sure that they're at least settled before you leave.
How do we? I'm sorry, real quick. How do we add inspiration to ourselves?
You should just be able to click on the "and" symbol, the Dungeons and Dragons symbol.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I already clicked it, so that meant okay. Cool.
Yep.
Cool.
So if the box, if the box next to inspiration is empty, you do not have it. If it has the "and" symbol in it, you do have it. Inspiration is a free advantage,
Cool.
or to get rid of a disadvantage on your roll.
Oh, is that how we're playing inspiration? Oh, it's different than bardic inspiration.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
got it.
Okay.
I think we should make our way back and inform General Drak.
Indeed.
He would want to know about this immediately.
Dibs on not being the one to tell him the dude's dead.
Yeah, not it.
All right. So you guys pack up in the wagon and head out?
Yep. I jump at the back again and start writing furiously in my notebook.
I start furiously napping in the back.
In the driver's seat.
All right. Okay. Now you guys have an option. Would you like to notify the purifiers that are stationed in Tri Point before you get into the teleportation circle?
Yes.
I would say yes.
I vote yes.
What?
Those guys are a little gung-ho-y for my tastes.
There's nobody
but-
left alive to worry about them going gung-ho on.
Yeah, and...
I mean, that's really about it.
Need someone to clean up those bodies before someone unfortunate traveler stumbles upon them.
Exactly. The sooner that can be taken care of, the sooner we don't have to worry about it.
Alright.
All right.
All right. Sounds like a plan to me. All right. So there is a small group of them still left in Tri Point. Most of them went to go check out Pietor, make sure that they are cleansing the ash effectively. It's going to be a long process. It usually takes several weeks to get rid of all the shadows, track down anybody who was bitten by them, make sure that the blighted are taken care of before they pass. Things like that. But there are a few almost administrative purifiers that are left in the city. They still carry around the traditional masks. Let me go ahead and toss this guy in here real quick. Just so everybody knows who I'm talking about. Pick TRs. There we go. Bam. All right, so I threw it on the map.
Oh, yay.
Yep. So you come across they basically have occupied a house, a vacant house, and are kind of working out of it. There's 3 of them moving around. Lots of papers being shuffled back and forth. You can see a couple relics and various magic items that are thrumming or humming. Othrix, your scale is heating up. It's not the hottest you've ever felt it, but you are definitely in the presence of some magic.
Oh.
And the one gentleman looks up. Well, at least you think it's a gentleman. You can't really tell because of the mask. He just looks up and, yes, can I help you?
Is anyone else going to talk?
Nope.
Shit.
Very,
I'm staying
very
out.
verbose.
Y'all wanted to contact the Gestapo.
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 It's not quite like that, but okay.
Y'all wanted to contact the Gestapo?
Hey, hey, overworlders are overworlders as far as I'm concerned. Y'all are weird.
Guilty.
So the Underdark is the south of this world. Got it.
Them's fighting words.
Hey, I'm about to say,
Shall rise again.
I'm the only one of you who actually lives in the south, alright? I don't want to hear it.
The Underdark shall rise again.
Ding, 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 ding.
I live in
Alright.
the south of the north, though, so...
The south of the north.
Ohio.
Anyway, so the purifier's looking at your group expectantly and is kind of you feel judged, very much so.
Okay, real quick, sorry. What was the town name that we just left?
That was. That's a good question. Hold on. I got to bring up all my stuff. Gedcal.
Gedcal. Okay. Yes, we were sent by Lord General Drak to investigate possible shadowfall in Gedcal. We've returned with news that yes, the shadows have struck the city.
We didn't see any event from this side. Was there an incident? Somebody got out?
Yeah, I'm afraid so. Sorry, out of character again. Where did the guy come from? Where did he run from?
Pietor.
Pietor. Okay, I did have that now. A man who escaped from Pietor ran to that city, and unfortunately, the results.
Infected the whole thing.
Yes, the results were the city was annihilated. The town was annihilated.
That's a shame. We will make sure to get a group out there as quickly as possible to make sure that it's cleaned up.
Thank you. Thank you. We are on our way back to Lord General Drak right now to inform him of the news.
We'll take care of it here. Thank you.
Thank you. And I kind of... Yes. Yes. Thank you. Goodbye.
I never tell you guys, those masks make you sound nasally.
It's just a byproduct.
Real quick.
Face sounds nasally.
Real quick, as I'm about to leave, can I do a perception check to see if I can see if I can see like the magic artifact that is causing my thing to buzz, like just kind of discreetly?
You would make an arcane check.
Ooh, arcane! Ooh, I love doing this.
In before Nat 1.
Oh my god! Don't say that. Okay, arcane, Arcana. There it is. Oh,
Nice. You do see several communication stones used to. They're very expensive to make, but it allows people to communicate with each other almost instantaneously, regardless of how far they are. You just need to own a matching stone. You can see 2 or 3 of them laying on a back shelf. Most likely, it's to make sure that the purifiers can communicate with each other in case something happens, such as somebody gets out. You also know, you can feel it, but you know for a fact that the masks themselves are only given to higher level purifiers. The purifiers themselves are very talented magicians that have been pulled almost directly from the Arcane College in order to successfully harness the magics that are needed to get rid of the ash. So those, because the masks are very difficult to make and can prevent somebody from becoming blighted, they're given only to the people who are basically in, arms deep in the ash.
Interesting.
So those masks themselves actually sell very, very high price on the black market, but almost nobody wants to take them because that instantly marks you as somebody that's killed a purifier.
Oh God, yeah. All right. Okay, cool. I take note, make mental note of that, and leave.
Okay.
And I guess we head to the teleportation circle.
Does anybody else have anything else they'd like to do?
Not really.
No.
Okay. All right, so you guys hit in the teleportation. Everybody roll me a constitution check.
Oh God, this again.
Yay!
Wait, wasn't it if we
Save. Constitution save.
Nope.
Wait, how do I do that again?
You just click under saving throws, click Constitution.
Dang.
Nice.
Not too bad. Hallis, man, you are a brick wall.
I wasn't last time.
I know.
Yeah, he was the one that upchecked last time. You braced yourself, my friend. You're like, oh God, this is going to be bad.
Like, never again.
Now that you kind of know what to expect.
This time.
Okay, so Athalia, you're fine. You almost lose it. There's a very right as you're kind of rematerializing in Stromness, you start getting that bile in the back of your throat, but you manage to hold it down. Varis, however, is the lucky one who gets it this time, and rushes towards the bucket that is on the very side, just for such an occasion. So you're a little unsettled after that, to say the least. At least Varis is. Everybody else, you're kind of okay. You walk it off a little bit, but you have the letter in hand. Now, let's get you guys over to Stromness's map.
Yep.
So Stromness exists between 2 mountains. It was considered the walled city, the stone city. Now it is considered the blighted city. It was the first location that was hit by an ashfall. You can kind of tell where that blighted area is. It's been cleaned up for a long time. Massive reconstruction effort has resulted in the wall being brought back up, and most of the living space being brought back up again, but it's almost like cursed. Nobody really wants to go back in there. You guys have come into the teleporter ring that's in Circle Fire, pretty much right in the center. Circle Fire is the almost magical hoarder. You can find a lot of talismongers and potion makers and stuff here. Pretty much from this, it kind of just spreads out the various districts, each kind of housing their own special, unique. Has anybody been here before? Just Stromness?
No, not before I was summoned.
Yeah,
Nope.
I think so.
I've traveled all over, but I can't really say I would have stayed here long.
Hallis, you probably would have been here, at least staying over. This is pretty much the main way to get through by land from Silver Shore to the southern half of the continent. You have to go through here. Okay, so it's a very interesting culture, very rigid. There's a lot of there's a lot of emphasis put on how you appear to other people. Titles are worn on the vest like traditional military. It's an old military city.
Like Prussian more?
Kinda.
Okay.
Yeah. It itself is not military, but its roots run militarily deep. So the Lord General Drak being the elected leader, the council is the citizen elected representative, and then if a Lord General is not satisfactorily serving, he can be court-martialed. Again, just a lot of terms to be thrown around, but it is very deep. Service for the city is held in higher esteem than service for yourself. So there's a lot of community to the city, but it is very rigid and structured. You guys need to head to right north of Hillside, where you can kind of see the tower a little bit, where you see Castle Drak. Castle Drak is on the smaller side. It's the fortification that was put on top of the hill so that whoever was in there could see what was going on in the battlefield to the north, and just never really moved. Most of you recognize it. Actually, all of you should, because you were called either personally or he met you in Castle Drak. What would you guys like to do?
I guess we should make our presence known. That we wish to seek an audience with Lord Drak.
Okay. So you guys move. Go ahead. Sorry, Alice.
I was saying, playing around can wait for later.
Okay. So you guys make your way to Castle Drak. And as you walk in, basically the door leads directly into the throne room. The throne room itself is disused. There's a lot of dust on everything. The gold and silver is tarnished. There's some sheets over some of the larger pieces of furniture. Even the rug that goes up to the throne itself is relatively dusty.
See a sign on the wall saying "House of Usher."
And
The janitor.
a servant walks up. Some of you should recognize him as the personal servant to Lord Drak. Show to players. Yes. Everybody should have seen that pop up on your screens.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So the gentleman walks up and says, oh, yes, hello. Pleasure to see you again. I trust that you have news from Lord General Drak's quest that he sent you on. No, not everybody at once, please.
Yes, we do.
Not it.
Good. What? I'm sure the Lord General would like to hear from it immediately from himself. Let me go see if he's available. Turns around and walks behind the throne, just echoing. There's very little activity that's going on. It's a very quiet place. You kind of hear the a door open, hushed whispering. And he comes back out and says, "Oh, the Lord General will see you in the study now. Come."
I was going to lean over to Othrix and be like, "You're the one who does the talking here, remember?"
Fine. It's
So
really,
you guys,
it's really a skill you should learn. I mean, public speaking and etiquette is not that hard to pick up. I mean, I could teach you if you like.
I talk, it ends up being a fight.
I'll do the talking.
When I talk, I'm normally ending a fight with my weapon.
I'll do the talking.
there you go.
Good for you.
So as you guys walk into the study, again behind the disused throne, but as soon as you walk through the door, it's like a completely different area. There's lamps and lanterns and candles all over the place. There's massive wooden bookshelves just stacked with as many books as you can see. The office itself is rather short, but it is very tall. You can see a couple ladders back and forth with a whole bunch of just random notes scribbled onto it and pressed with wax on it, and a large desk that has a a candle that has literally looked like it's melted about 8 times and just spilled over onto the desk itself from countless hours put behind it. There's huge stacks of paper, meticulously organized, but there are large groups of books just scattered. Everything's very neat, very straight, very orderly. And he is actually busy writing down something as you walk in, and his head snaps up. Ah, yes, my party. Thank you, Gabriel, for bringing them back. What news do you bring for me?
Bad. Well, good news and bad news. The good news is we found the individual which we were sent to find. The bad.
I assume that's also the bad news.
Yes, he had arrived in town, and when we had got there, the shadows had overrun it. We managed to destroy all the shadows we found, but by then it was too late.
You see his face kind of fall a little bit, kind of frown lines crease onto his face. I see. Well, knew it was an outcome. I was hoping against it, but sometimes the deities don't necessarily align with what's most proper. Is there anything else that came from it?
Yes, we did manage to find this letter. And I hand it over to him.
He does not ask for it. He simply holds his hand out. And as you hand it over, he just flips it open real quick and starts reading it in front of everybody. Does anybody have any type of knowledge of etiquette?
Yes.
Something they would like to roll.
That'd be me.
Lexi, do you have anything?
Let me check.
What do I roll for that?
I don't know. What would you roll?
That would probably be... I would say performance, because all etiquette is performance.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say the same thing. Do you want us to both roll?
Yes, please.
Please, oh please, oh please, oh please.
Okay. So this was a fairly easy one. At least with anybody that understands how to kind of move around in the upper circles, you always ask. It is very much not proper for a noble just to demand.
Mm-hmm.
He's not necessarily being rude. Those of you who have talked to him before just realizes he doesn't care about any type of etiquette that he's supposed to use. He's a very focused individual. So by basically demanding it and snatching it, and he starts reading it in front of you guys, which again is something that you generally don't do. You wait until somebody has left, give them time to go get snacks, let the servants take care of them while you read whatever has been kind of given. But he seems very anxious to figure out what this is.
Dealing with professors and faculty heads, this is perfectly normal for me, so I'm okay.
So he begins to read it, and as he's going through, you see what was the frown start lightening in surprise. And he looks up at you. Obviously, you knew about this,
Mm-hmm.
right? You know what this means. And he starts kind of waving his hands about a little bit more excitedly and rushes back behind the desk and starts flipping through papers, almost like he's trying to speak, but it's not coming out fast enough. And he just starts rattling different things out. Gabriel, grab me these 3 tomes from this particular shelf, and I need census from the last three towns that have been hit. I know we have it somewhere. Go find it. And literally just explodes in activity.
So, not the most charismatic here, but we also found a dude dead in the village. We have a drawing of his face, who happened to be from the same description as the people in the time bubble.
Well,
perhaps that might, yeah.
Well, obviously they couldn't be in the time bubble because then where would they be? But give it here, regardless.
Hand information.
Yeah.
Board.
Hand over the sketch.
Kind of looks at it for a moment, and you can see him concentrating and like searching for his memory, but it doesn't bring up anything. I don't recognize this man, but you said he was a priest of Kalim, right?
Yes.
A dead one, but yes.
He pauses for a moment, kind of taps it. He's like, this may be a connection. I'll have to do more research, but you were good in getting this. And he kind of like peeks over his desk and shouts out the door again, I need the Priests of Kalim registry too. And you hear Gabriel, sir, we don't have that for the last time. They hardly keep track of their own people. We can't keep track of them. I didn't ask for a logical explanation. I asked for results, Gabriel. Yes, sir.
Oh, I like him.
Oh my, you'd fit in the Undercity.
And again, more paper being tossed about. He's dipping his quill. He's not ignoring you guys, but it almost seems like he's trying to get it all out. And then he stops.
How I have to work.
Yeah, he stops for a moment, places his hands on the table, and takes a deep breath. There will be time for this in a moment. Okay, this is very important, and I appreciate you getting this for me. The fact that this gentleman had the foresight to write everything down before the blight took him, while it is regrettable that he died, this is the most important find that I've been able to have across my desk in the last 3 years. You guys did magnificently well. I will need you to continue. I need you to take word of this to my associate in Elicia, the Viscountess Duvas. Oh, Josh, that's /EM, and then anything you type after that will be what comes up.
I was trying to be stealthy about it, but thank you.
No, it's all right. What you will need to do for me is there is a. Hold on a moment. I'm getting ahead of myself now.
/EM or /me.
Yeah, I got it. Cool.
All right, so I will need you to take information of this to my associate in Elicia, the Viscountess Sophie DuPont. She will understand what to do with it. Does anybody have history?
Yep.
Nope.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
Roll for it.
Would anybody like to roll to recognize this name?
Oh, I will.
Possibly.
No, thank you.
Oh, come on!
GM, should I roll to see if I recognize this name?
You would have advantage on the roll, whatever you roll,
Oh,
because you're from
boy.
Elicia.
would I have
Okay.
knowledge because of knowledge of noble houses and that kind of thing?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Okay, I'll roll again.
I mean, I'm tempted to roll survival because you got to know.
Oh, thank you.
You know.
I'm all right with that. Would anybody
Survival?
else? Yeah, survival.
Would
Go
I
ahead.
roll on this at all?
I don't know. Would you? It's
My best-
it's a nobility of Elicia. So if you've ever ported there, you might know it.
Probably a good idea to know who to watch out for
Mhm.
in port when you're doing shady business.
No, I've been to Elicia, but I don't think
Wait.
Alice would care enough to know.
Wait, Elicia is the city with the college, right?
Nope.
No, that's Lorness.
I don't
Or
know.
fortress.
I need-
Elicia is the city that shoves the poor underground.
Oh,
Yep.
never mind.
But the Undercity.
Well,
Yep.
yeah, I'm
Well,
aware.
with the Lost House there, you might know. Okay, so, Bia, you are pretty sure the house that he's talking about is in Lorness. You're pretty sure. You could have sworn you've talked to Sophie DuPont while purchasing rations for your
Of course.
sailors. Oh yeah, Sophie DuPont, I know her. She's in Lorness.
She's nice. Little loose with the women, but nice.
Makes a good team.
Varis, you do know that Sophie is one of the higher nobility in Elicia. She has a very sharp mind and a very sharp tongue. She is pretty much the power behind her husband. Her husband's a moron. The only reason he even has a position is because of her. She's actually known as the Iron Mistress. But Othrix, you're the one that knows the reason why she's called that. This woman can find any information anywhere for anybody. She has so many different ways of finding information that the other nobility specifically do not mess with her because she could destroy them in a minute. She makes it her business to know everybody's business. She, however, doesn't use it. She sits on it. Basically confines herself to knowing it and using it to try to either help with the Ashfall, to help Lord General Drak, or to maintain her position. She's basically the mutually assured destruction.
Yeah, I'm about to say, she's
for
got
most
the
of
nukes,
Elysian
but she
nobility.
doesn't use them.
Exactly. So, the fact that he has mentioned this directly, you knew that House DuPont had been helping Lord Drak and was one of the few people that still does. However, you didn't know that they were considered associates. So he hands. What he does is he takes the letter and starts transcribing it on the sheets of paper. And he's just one moment here. Basically, copies the whole thing super quickly and hands the original. Hands the copy of the paper to you guys. Seals it with his own sigil and hands it to you along with what seems like a personal letter in it. Yes, take this to her. Follow any orders that she has. I need to get to work on these leads in order to make sure that I have more for you to do when you come back.
Of course. Would we be able to use the teleportation sigil as well?
Yes, you can. Just actually, and he stops for a moment and thinks about it, like he almost remembers something, and he starts counting. The only person he doesn't count is Hallis. And he thinks about it. He goes, there might be a problem. Anybody who's been to Elicia knows only humans are allowed on the top side.
Yep.
Shit.
Okay. Well.
I have to
that's
go
not good at all.
alone. This is not going to end well.
Hallis, what I want you to do is I want you to request an audience with either her or one of her associates to deliver this message in the Undercity. The rest of you, I believe there was mention of his wife, this gentleman's wife. See if you can find him and deliver this to her, and actually gives you the original letter as well.
Might we get a copy of the drawing too, in case that aids us later on?
Or the copy
If you-
back.
I will hang on to this to see if I can find an artist that can replicate it, and once you can come back, I can give it to you.
Okay.
Cool.
So, real quick, in the letter, where did it say the guy was from again?
Elicia.
Oh, okay. Oh, so it's two birds, one stone. Nice.
Yep. So in the letter, you guys would remember that he was looking for a very specific type of wood for a craft. He did not mention his wife by name. It was only signed Dearest. However, you do know that he was looking for a very specific type of wood for a very highly specialized project.
Well, if we hit up the craftsmen who work in that wood, we should be able to, or the providers, might be able to find out about him.
The Undercity of Elicia houses quite a few different craftsmen of not human metatype.
GM,
Yes.
is there a perchance I might know a guy?
You can certainly roll for it.
All right, what would you?
Because
what would
you
I-
tried to remember this when they were reading the letter.
Oh,
And it was on the tip of your tongue, and you knew it sounded familiar, but you can't place it. However, if you would like to try to narrow down the beginning of your search,
Sure. What would I be rolling for that?
what do you think you should roll?
That's asking the wrong question right now. I'm thinking insight, knowing people and what they, Now this guy right here, he says you can work with it like this, but trust me, his work pure garbage.
Okay.
Sort of shoveling
wow.
through what I know of hucksters.
Okay. Yeah. Sounds good to me.
DM,
Yes, sir. Ma'am, sorry.
Selling a lot of goods via the port. Would I know any buyers of this particular wood that might be a good starting point for finding craftsmen?
I'm sure you could venture a guess. What would you like to roll for it?
History. See if I have any past history with people, I guess.
Okay. Lexi, anything you want to try?
Nothing I can think of.
Okay.
So let me get this plan straight. You want me to go up there and ask for a
An audience.
meeting with someone?
To see if you can set up an audience in the Undercity, since you'd be the only one.
Just warning you all now, this is not going to turn out well.
Just try to be on your best behavior. Pretend like you're securing a deal for a caravan guard duty, and you'll be fine.
I mean, there are magical means with which to hide yourself. Anybody,
That's
not just
the
you,
problem.
but...
Which I do not have at the moment.
Okay, so for insight, Varis, you're pretty sure you know a handful of people. You may not know the craftsmen specifically, but you know rumors of people who do better work than others. And there's basically a district on a few levels that you'll be able to narrow it down to. See if anybody was working on some bigger projects that required this specific type of wood. It'll take a little bit of searching, but you're pretty confident you'll be able to narrow it down. Bia, you want to say that you would know who would be able to purchase this type of wood, but it's been so long since you've had to interact with anybody that has purchased exotic woods, even legally, that the name slips your mind.
Not like I want to go to a port that I'm not allowed to see sunlight at.
Yep, because they actually have to go into the caves themselves in order to dock. The ports are located in the Undercity.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else that you guys would like to do? Any questions you would like to ask Drak? Any exposition that you would need explained?
So,
Not that comes to mind.
what? Obviously, we realize there is a connection between the Priests of Kalim and the shadows. Is there anything more that you know that as to why or what this connection is?
This connection has only just revealed itself. There's no way for us to know yet, which is why I'm attempting to get my useless handmaid to find the... Yes, sir, I'm working on it.
Well, it's bad when you get demoted from person to handmaid.
Yeah, Gabriel's kind of used to this stuff. You guys, most of you would remember at some point there was this back and forth that he's had. Gabriel is long-suffering, but he's very competent.
He gets demoted and promoted about 8 times a day.
Yeah. The Lord General Drak knows the quality of his people and basically uses Gabriel as kind of a way to vent, kind of playfully. There's a repertoire between him and his servant that you don't see with a lot of nobility. Primarily the fact that you could hear the back sass in Gabriel's voice, and Drak doesn't seem to mind.
Well, I mean, that's all we should know.
I will be researching it from my end, certainly. The fact that there was a priest of Kalim that was involved in that chrysalis, and the fact that there was a priest of Kalim on the fountain does beg the question as to what the connection possibly could be. But unfortunately, that angle has never been approached before, so it will take some time and research to figure out if there is any connection.
I have nothing else to add then.
Okay. How would you guys like to move forward?
I mean, do we want to try to get any more? Is there anything we need to grab while we're here? If anybody needs like potions, something.
Cough potions. Cough potions.
Potions.
Cough potions.
Cough. Get potions so I don't kill you.
Healing potions are probably something we want to invest in now.
Yes. I second that. I have 2, but one can never have enough healing potions.
All right.
I say we head to a local store to find some healing potions.
All right, so the closest one that you'll be able to find is in Circle Fire. The Angry Mushroom.
Grr.
The sign holds a relatively interesting looking mushroom with a scowl on its face. And as you walk in, the tiefling from behind the counter looks up at you with a quizzical eye. She's dressed in all blue robes with red skin and pure white eyes. Very jet black hair with horns that protrude from the very crest of her forehead upward. Almost like traditional quote-unquote devil's horns. She looks up at you all. Hello, yes. I'm not used to so many customers at once. Can I help you?
Well, not everybody at once.
Look, you're the one who wanted to buy potions. I ain't saying shit.
Healing potions. You sell them or?
Yeah, we are here looking for healing potions.
The most basic kind, of course.
Yes.
Why would I guess any different? And she kind of like gets that kilt to her head of course, that thing. Why would I guess any different?
Unless you got something that deals with snoring, as we've been dealing with that too.
I have a condition.
That actually gets her to kind of smirk a little bit. And say, I have something, but it might end up with him not being able to talk. So it's still in the experimental phases.
No, you are not selling that to her.
Trust me, it's better. Whatever the side effects are, it's better.
No.
All right. So she pulls out she has a couple prepared behind the counter. Manages to pull them out and give them to you all. What is the running price?
I'm trying to find that, actually.
That's in the equipment area.
Yeah.
Well, wouldn't it be more of a standing price over a running price?
I think they're like 50 gold apiece, actually.
But are they? No, they can't be that much.
Oh, ye of little faith.
No, me of much faith is what you're trying to say.
Let's see.
Potion. Oh, there we go. Potion.
Potion of healing, 50 gold
50
pieces.
gold. Shit.
So who's stealing us some potions?
I can eat or I can get healed. I have exactly enough to do one or the other.
I'm gonna, ma'am. We're on a bit of an adventure, and we're a little hard up on funds right now. Do you have anything in the discount bin?
The discount. And she just kind of takes a moment and just holds a finger up at you, while with the other hand placing the 3 vials back under the counter.
Oh shit.
Let me get this straight. You walk into my shop as a respected alchemist and tell me that my work is not only not worth the payment, but you want the cheaper, terrible version of what would be offered from my potions, correct?
No, what I'm saying is, our pockets are a little empty. We're trying to fight this whole blight thing and find a way to stop it, but this whole job doesn't pay. Now, I'd love to go back to my paying job, but due to some divine freaking intervention, I'm not allowed to. So I would really like it if you reach into the bottom of your heart and found a little goodness to help out the people trying to save them.
Okay. I immediately step in front of this. Ma'am, I apologize. We are on a personal mission from the Lord General Drak. We've been gifted his permission and his seal, and I take out the letter and I show her the seal.
Okay.
I wonder if maybe we can get the Lord Drak to start a tab for us, or expenditures account.
If you would provide us some healing potions, we can assure you will be compensated.
She takes the envelope real quick and takes a look at it. Hands it back. All right, fine. Half price.
Done and done.
Okay.
I'll take one.
Okay, just mark it on your sheets.
Okay. I will not
I'll take
because
3. You can charge it to the Lord Drak's.
So, can anybody? How many does she have?
3, I think.
Yep. She has 3.
Can I get one?
I'll take 1 then.
Okay. And is anybody taking the third?
I do not have a money for even half price.
I'm having
There
her
you go.
charge it to dear old Draxy
Yes.
boy.
Yes.
I think-
Send the bill to Drak's office.
I will send the half that I discounted to Drax. I still need money on the counter.
Oh, fine. I'll just put it down. You know, I think I look at Othrix. I think I found why I don't like you overworlders.
Oh man. She just kind of sticks her tongue in her cheek and shakes her head and just kind of lets it go. It's
Hey,
He
I'm
d-
just saying. If you were where I came from and you did this, rocks fall on your place. I mean, you know, no one would be that heartbroken.
is this a threat?
No.
not at all. I'm just
I
explaining
am
how things would work.
I am shoving him out the door
Entitled
right now.
human.
I am no. Thank you so kindly. Just send it to Lord Drak's office. You are doing a great service to your country, King, and thank you.
It is in no way a threat. I'm just simply
Boom!
explaining.
I
your
physically push him out the door.
Hold on.
I am physically pushing him out the door.
Would you like to resist?
Yes, I would.
Okay, is this gonna be a strength check?
Hang on, I'm gonna add my strength to that at this point.
I'm gonna
Oh,
help. I'm just gonna gently pick him up and carry him out.
I can't resist that.
In a friendly little get the fuck out hug.
how are you reacting to this?
He's just stunned because he's like, wow, I thought I was the one who started fights everywhere I go.
We're all gonna get along great.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be fantastic.
I'm gonna try to fight my way out of this.
Okay,
Like take a swing on somebody?
No, I'm just gonna try to get out of their grip.
Well, let's just say between the Goliath, the Dragonborn, and a fellow elf, you're being pretty much thrown out.
Fine.
I was
Get outside. You overworlders and your entitlement. Jesus.
You may not like it, but this is where you are now. If you want to, you can hop, skip, and jump back to that little hole underground. Until then,
Little hole.
little compared to we are now.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but we're going to that little hole next, aren't we?
Yes.
Right. Just
Technically, we want to go above that little hole, but you guys aren't allowed.
hasn't stopped anyone so far. Look,
At least
believe,
until they got caught.
believe me, Dragon Boy, I'd love to go home. But, you see, I'm not allowed to. I would
You ever...
much rather prefer walking away from all this and letting you all save the world. Because God knows the overworld wouldn't give a damn if it was the underworld.
You ever wonder if your god send you on this quest as a character building exercise?
Not in the slightest.
I don't have that level of introspection yet.
I'm sorry, my introspection skill isn't that high.
Roll for introspection.
Oh god. That'd be a history check or perception?
Look,
Maybe insight on yourself.
want
I was
to
gonna
deal
say
with
insight.
you people. Alright? I've never wanted to, but I'm here. Nowhere, anywhere in this agreement that I had to watch my mouth when I'm dealing with fucking humans.
That wasn't a human.
I was a tiefling.
All the same, overworlders, don't care.
If the tiefling was in the underworld... Wait, no, not the underworld. The Underdark.
Undercity.
Technically,
Undercity.
it's the Shadowfell.
Shadowfell. There we go. I keep wanting to call it
The
Underdark.
the Undercity is what's under Elicia.
The Undercity is what I'm talking about.
Well, if this is any indication of the trouble we're going to have when we get there, I am not looking forward to it.
Oh, it'll be home sweet home. You'll fit. Believe me, you'll fit right in on your way out of town.
Wait, I've been there before. What am I saying?
Yeah, you've been there plenty of times.
Yeah, never mind. Look, I understand how it is. Just try to get along. And with that, I just kind of walk away.
This is me getting along.
Does anybody else want to weigh in?
No, House is just gonna slap him on the back and walk past him.
I'm just gonna keep a close eye on everybody.
I
And say
was
nothing.
I was so ready to cast friends back there. I was so ready.
All right. So, making friends. We're all good, good here. How do you guys want to move forward? So you got your potions.
Yep.
Preferably 1 foot in front of the other.
Why not 1 foot behind
Towards
the
a
other?
teleportation circle.
Yeah, let's get to the teleportation circle. Let's do fast travel.
All right. Everybody roll me Constitution.
Wait, I thought you couldn't fast travel when enemies were nearby.
Yeah, she would be pretty pissed at you.
We're all just standing around there. It's like, why? Why isn't this working?
All right.
Okay.
20. There's 1, 2. All right. So,
Aw.
Thalia, now it's your turn.
The poor elf.
Is anybody going to hold your hair? Are you going to ask anybody to hold your hair?
I'll be nice and hold the hair. I've seen this
Me?
before.
Yep.
Yeah, somebody better hold my effing hair.
It
This
is.
is why I wear a bandana.
This is
So it's unpleasant. Everything's coming back up in front of everybody. It's very embarrassing, but at the same point, 2 other people in your party have done it. It's you don't know what it is. The last 2 times you've been fine, but this time it's just that's it. Like it may be too many times in one day, but regardless, you're hunched over the bucket for a couple minutes. Everybody else, I'm assuming, is going to give you privacy except for Bia, who's holding your hair. Yes, no,
yeah,
maybe.
yes.
I don't think
I'm
anybody's
not.
going to watch it.
I'm not looking at this. Oh, by the way,
Okay.
how long has it been? Like, I just realized how long this has been since we
You are approaching evening time
Okay,
of the same day that you guys have woken up.
should probably find
Very
it in.
quickly approaching it. It took about 6 hours to get back to Tri-Point, and then teleportation to the to Stromnus. Go up, meet with Lord General Drak, go back to the teleporter. Yeah, so approaching evening time, it probably is. You'll see the sun setting as you leave the small ring.
Okay.
And as you guys leave, you notice that the walls are going around it and funneling whoever comes in one particular direction.
Down.
Not down, but there are guards.
I feel vaguely like a pig on its way to the slaughterhouse.
Yes, I could do with some pork right now.
Bar time.
So as you approach, there are 3 or 4 very heavily armored guards. Pretty much full plate mail, halberds, swords, the like. And there's basically a branching path as you kind of come out and see the darkness of the sky come into view. One goes into, on the right-hand side, you see the towers, the jeweled towers themselves, kind of a pale blue. Actually, let me see if I'm pretty sure I have a picture of them here. Give me a moment. Let's get you guys back to the splash screen. I'll throw it up.
I'm fine with using the canvas of my imagination.
But it's such a good picture.
Imagination.
There we go.
Imagination.
Oh, never mind. That is pretty. My imagination was crap.
So this is on the opposite side that's closest to the sea. These towers jut up basically on a cliff face that's almost like the cliffs of Dover. These are
the
the
white
very
cliffs
top
of
of those
Dover.
cliffs. You see a couple. You see these cliffs, and of course you see the sapphire tower directly in the middle with its ever-glowing sapphire on the top. This is all off to your right, and there are more guards that way. And then off to the left, it's basically a dirt path that kind of just opens up with a sign that points toward one entrance, or the main entrance. The guards kind of look at between all of you, and then look at Hallis and say, "You have your papers?" You would have your traveling papers, Hallis. You're used to this.
Okay. Then yes.
Purpose of visiting Elicia?
We need to speak to
The
what's her name again?
The Viscountess Sophie DuPont.
Viscount.
Viscountess Sophie DuPont.
Oh, okay. Kind of looks between you and your traveling associates nervously.
We will not be joining him. We have business elsewhere.
But don't worry, pal. The inferior races are going back to the Undercity where we belong.
That causes a few of them to start shuffling a little bit. Like, okay, they're a bit sassy. All right, well, here's your papers. Obviously, follow the laws. Make sure you don't kill anybody. Please.
Am I telling her to meet us somewhere in particular? Should I tell her?
I want to say something.
What do you want to say?
No, please.
Come on, Joe. You're the one who's from here.
Yeah, obey the law or you'll drop another tower on us. I know how it goes.
Excuse me.
Not what I'm asking.
Oh, frick.
Sounded
You
like
heard me.
wanted me to tell her to meet the rest of you so we can tell her about this thing so I don't have to do all the talking.
I did not catch any of that at all. I'm sorry.
I said, where do you want me to tell her to meet the rest of us so that we can explain this?
Well, why don't we... Okay, I kind of shuffle... I kind of more physically grab Varis and kind of move him over to the side. One moment.
Eventually, he's going to stab you if you keep grabbing him. I have a feeling.
I don't care at this point! I'm trying to not get stabbed by the city guard.
They're not going to. They're too uncomfortable on being called out on their BS. Plus, they know there's more of us than there are of them.
And anyway, why don't we...
I'm just gonna be a friendly reminder not to do stupid things, presents close
Anyway,
certain party members.
since I've been here before, I would know of an inn to stay at, correct?
Okay. Yep.
Okay. Which inn would I be staying at?
You would be staying at the Fortitude.
Fortitude. Okay. We will get rooms at the Fortitude. And we will start searching for the craftsman's wife. You meet with Sophie DuPont and send information for us there.
Right.
Whether she wants to meet with us somewhere else or meet with us there.
Alright.
All
Just
right.
wanted a rally point.
Yes. Send word to us there or come yourself.
Have fun. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Oh, wait. That doesn't work either way.
All right, so
We're
you guys will part ways. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to end the session here.
Oh.
Gareth, I will meet with you separately at some point in the future, and we will go over exactly what happens, and then we will come back and kind of wrap everything up.
Ooh, a private date with Sarge.
Oh, boy.
All right, so I know it was a lot of role playing. I hope everybody enjoyed it. It seemed like everybody was kind of giggling and having fun at points.
Yeah, it was fun.
Comments, questions?
Othrix is gonna get stabbed if he keeps trying to shut me up.
I'm gonna
I'm gonna leave the party.
He's gonna
Sorry,
cast
I'm
something on you,
Stop being a
honestly.
jerk.
What was
That's
that,
some-
Lex?
I'm gonna be I'm gonna be the get along tank and just force you guys to hug.
Ooh, I like that idea. Can I help?
No.
Group hug.
No.
Whether you like it or not.
No.
I feel like somebody needs to make the togetherness sweater.
I'm not the one with the issue. I'm trying to prevent the issue with this guy.
All right. Well, I mean, that's again. I know it was short, and I'm sorry. I kind of don't want to split the party and keep going through this. I know that Lexi has to wake up early tomorrow too, but we will have more to do. I promise.
Okay.
Next session for sure.
I look forward to it.
Yes.
Okay. Let us go ahead and plan on the 16th. Does anybody have that free, or John? Is that Shadowrun?
Let me look. No. Shadowrun is the 23rd.
I should,
Okay.
Okay, and I should be free too.
All right.
Should be
So 16th. 9 o'clock sharp. Just a reminder, guys, we do have the Ashes to Ashes chat if you guys want to talk and do some more in character back and forth. You have some downtime now. Garrett, when I'm sit down with you, which I should be able to do in the next couple days if you have free or off for a couple hours. Probably not even that. We'll run you through it, and then you'll be back down to meet them there, and you guys can kind of go on your character's way from there. Sound good?
Yep.
All right, man.
All right, cool. Well, everybody enjoy your nights. If you have any questions for me, feel free. Comments, I always like hearing feedback from you guys on how the session went. So feel free to give me a line.
Okay, cool. Thank you. And thank you all for watching the stream. You have a good night.
Yep.
Bye,
Night, everybody.
stream.
Bye.
Night.